when you look at these two, you get a picture of consistency. You have Leffen seated on the right, consistently top 3, if not first place or second, all over Europe. Meanwhile, you had Hack sitting there as well, a guy who's been known for getting top 8 finishes in some of the most stacked, most difficult tournaments the world has ever seen. And MLGAnaheim, yeah, it's kind of the same.
It's true. Hax has grown up in the Smash community. It's in his blood.
He started playing, I believe, when he was around 12 or 13, and now look at him, he's taller than me.
Look at him now. We're about to.
Yeah.
For as many as 5 matches straight. How excited are you about that?
You know, I'm really concerned for both players because these two foxes definitely take a lot of pride in their craft. And when you have Leffen, who kind of feels like Hax can be very flowchart-esque, Leffen really adapted. But Hax is also a student of the game, someone who's been doing a lot of research. He might have a flowchart, but he feels like his flowchart matches for a reason. Everything has a thought process behind it. And while we may not know it, he does, and that's what matters for him. My only concern for him is how's his tech skill going to fare, because he is very, very... You don't want to be an elevator with that guy, because he is going to push every button on the way up.
I like it, Prague. 10 out of 10.
So Hax, of course, with the blue fox, pink boots.
You know, the fun thing about a Ditto is you can take stuff from your opponent mid-match.
And learn and apply it, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. That...
Hax first blood.
I felt that. I felt that all over.
Now, one thing that I'm really liking from Hax right now is he's not playing like he normally does. We know that he is really well known for his technical pressure strings. However, Leffen is looking for those. He's looking for all that pressure. So I know that Leffen is a huge fan of doing full hop nairs to get out of those shots. So
for sure. He gets on board the nair plane and flies real high, you might say. Wow, players right in front of each other's faces, exchanging those shines on the left side of the stage. What?
That angle was fantastic. I'm surprised Leffen was able to make that one back.
He's living. That was good. But then back on the ropes again, just like that. Ooh, Hack's not able to get on the ledge fast enough. All right, back to the center game. He's going to shield hook him a little bit there. Strong backer's going to get it. All right, Hack's able to maintain the lead.
Yeah, we're kind of still seeing some hesitation from Hax. He could have just immediately gone for the back air while still maintaining invincibility. But he thought about it, he waited and got the read on actually where he was going to land. But good string off the throws. This
guy, the word I would use is deliberate, right? He's not just going in with blind fury.
He's definitely paying a lot of attention to his pace and positioning, which is something that we really enjoy seeing from him.
Hax, someone who else has great movement. He has movement named after him called the Hax Dash.
Right. And actually the funny thing is, a lot of that movement that we know him from his Captain Falcon has applied to his Fox. It's still very Hax, even though it's a brand new character. And he's got a 3-1 lead right now.
Whoa. All right, up there's just barely going to shoot him off the top, slam him against the screen. We have 2 stock to 1 stock.
But of course, we all know this is Melee. 1 stock is not a lead.
1 stock is not a lead, folks.
Especially with 2 foxes on the screen, because 1 shine is all it takes to even this one up for double shine grab. Extremely technical stuff to do.
Yeah, it got a few people excited in the crowd. Smooth. We saw a fair come out there, but to no consequence. Hack's still completely in control, has Leffen on the ropes. I mean, he's back on the stage now, but we still not really going to say that he's got the momentum back. Now he does.
I think Leffen was trying to set up that back throw, looking for a J-Man-esque shine spike.
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely necessary at this point. Oh!
You know, that was all pixels away from being an even match. Instead, 1 falter, Hax ends up taking it off the Firefox into an up smash.
Instead, USA 1, Europe 0.
I'm not going to say that much. I don't want anyone in the crowd to throw things at me. But
I think we're pretty far away.
These guys got arms. They've been playing this game for how long?
That's true. All right, we get back in it. Going back to the same stage. All right, players trading shines, throwing hexagons at each other.
And of course, you're seeing a lot of those pivot grab attempts trying to catch him out of the dash downs from Leffen. Whenever he thinks that Hax is going to approach that short hop nair.
Yeah, it's so difficult to see what these players are doing, their movement options, because so much of it is not what they're doing, but what they're not doing. right? If you want to learn more about the advanced techniques of Melee, there's a bunch of places you can do it. Smashboards being one of them. PPU has a website that will show you all the different types of advanced tech. So if you have some time in between matches, look it up. There are so many buttons these guys are pressing just to move left and right. It's not left, it's not right on the joystick.
Everything has a thought process behind it. And we get a KO from Hax again, taking the lead. First blood.
All right, and at 58%, a pretty solid lead too, I'd say, on Dreamland.
Definitely.
The kill's going to have to come from the side.
And look at Hax is trying to bait stuff out. Fantastic back air, using the shine not just to set the position for it, but to stall.
Hax is spending so much time in the air, too. Do one aerial and connect it. Double shine, looking good. Whoa! Wow. That was so fast.
It's transitioning back and forth on the ledge.
Yeah, it looks like an exhibition match. Left going for that double jump back air, not quite going to connect. A little trade there with the neutral air, and then Hax in control again for one more chance to do it right. Ooh.
Wrong angle.
Miscue from Leffen, can't feel good about that.
He's going to need a protractor after that one.
7 out of 10, Frog. 7, not bad. All right, back to the middle of the stage, doing that, dashing around each other. Ooh!
And just a little stutter step by Leffen set that up.
It's true, yeah, and that Nair came out so fast that Hax wasn't able to get a proper DI, hence him dying a little earlier than I would have thought he would have.
However, Hax still in firm control.
This is without a doubt the best I've seen Hax play.
You know, we've seen him take a lot of strides. I know he definitely gets I don't want to say a bad reputation, but he has lost some matches, people that we wouldn't expect. But he said this is all one big investment for the long term.
It's true.
The dividends are being paid out, looks like. We saw that at Skatar 3, and looks like right now against Leffen.
And I admire him so much for committing to that character change. Even after so many people gave him grief for not playing Captain Falcon, he said, I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the W. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to be a favorite, to have fans. I'm here to put up the win, make my money, make my sponsors proud.
If I'm on first place, where am I really?
Boom.
And just fantastic shield pressure from Leffen. Slow get up over 100%. Easy KO. Up smash.
Okay. We're seeing Leffen go to the left side of the stage again. We're looking for that J-Man back for shine. Something similar. I'm sure the Leffen Swedish version of that exists.
They might sell it at IKEA.
They might. Wow, with grab, the players close, but just outside of each other's ranges.
These two are still trying to find each other in the neutral game. And I like that from Leffen. I think he was expecting that shine from Hax immediately. Had to get out of dodge.
I think so. Have we seen any technical mistakes from Hax? Kid is playing out of his mind right now. I have been waiting for something to happen. To miss the cancel, throw the C-stick in the wrong direction.
He's been phenomenal.
He's on point.
And we'll see if it continues. We're going to FD. Now, one thing that I've been waiting for was this, because I don't know how good Hax's chain grab game is, but anyone who has seen Leffen up against Hobby from Apex a couple years back knows how good his can be.
Okay, well, let's see some long... Now, we say chain grab in this day and age. It could mean other attacks as well. I think we're advanced enough exactly the up tilt to connect to another grab.
Right. These are all extensions to continue the chain grab.
But it's keeping a person in your control where they have no desire over their body. That's what constitutes it. They have choices they can make with which direction, you know, they hold the stick to influence the direction, also called DI. But as far as freedom, I mean, there's none. First stock to Leffen.
First lead he's had.
Yeah, it looks like FD was a good choice for him. That was bold, just throwing that toward B right on the stage and was able to get away with it.
Oh, I think we're going to see some conditioning later on. I think later on Leffen's going to start just opting to shorten it after he has had Hax's head. And you're talking about technical mistakes. A rare to see from either player. We just saw one from Leffen.
Yeah, Leffen's made a few and Hax has made next to none. I mean, he missed the chain throw, but he certainly hasn't self-destructed or anything as damaging as that.
Right. And even then, it was at a pretty decent percent.
Do you see how much time he's spending in the air? Right, he's not fast falling. He's keeping his options open, like he's Peach or something. Right. Catch him with that neutral air. Oh!
No, I thought he was just going to go for the back air, but instead he just bides his time.
Had the solid read. When you have to read, bro.
Yeah. But why make the read if you can just finish it off without doing it?
These are deep ethical questions, sir. We'll get into it later. All right, he's gonna grab that double jump back air, take it tied up on Final Destination, third game.
Hack's looking for the short end there. Okay, maybe this guy does have a bit of a chain grab game.
He's getting lots of damage off the throws. And Leffen there with some standing lasers. I mean, talk about going on tilt. When you realize you're making technical mistakes, it's so hard not to think about it, not to get in your head. Ooh, speaking of reads.
22%. He's going to the ledge. These empty jumps from Hacks. Definitely trying to bait something out of Leffen. And that was genius.
He stayed, but the down air. And the shine, that's going to do it. Tie up one stock apiece.
He knew that in order for Hacks to get his own longevity, he had to save him himself. So, smart stuff from Leffen.
Yeah, they're both playing out of their mind right now, technical mistakes notwithstanding. Okay, Leffen's turn to get some damage. He's able to do follow-up, and more, and more. And now the percent's not even close.
However, everything can change in an instant.
Let's see.
Speaking
Great
of which,
tech there. Not able to follow up on the grab. Ooh. Hacks is off, and now it's time. Boom.
2-1 for Hacks. Leffen showing that, yeah, I've been playing this
draws the
character.
blood. Not as easy as all that.
No. Leffen's been playing this character for years. He knows his matchup extremely well. And we know how he does in longer sets. Especially we saw him against Armada, like you said, at Republic of Fighters 3, 6-0. Yeah.
Endurance. However, that stage was certainly helping him, and we're not going to see him go back to that stage
and
because it's something that we, at least historically, called Dave Stupid Roll. I don't know what the MLG version of it is, but you can't go back to the last stage you won on. So you won't see him go back to FD.
And we are on Hacks' favorite stage, Battlefield or Bust, as he likes to say.
Good old Battlefield. All right, but look who's coming out strong.
Leffen, and he was forcing Hacks at top platform. Wherever Hacks wanted to come down, he was there waiting.
Making those smart follows and a smart choice.
Now, was that a back throw into the up smash?
I thought it was a up throw.
Couldn't tell. Wasn't looking.
We're going to have to get on the replay. What? How is he still... It's like Leffen's barely getting hit now. He's found his groove. Boom. Oh!
This is not boding well.
That read. 4 stock to 2. What is going on?
We're seeing a brand new Leffen here in this match.
He's renewed, which says a lot after having all those self-destructs to come back and say, guess what, I'm still going to change the game.
And meanwhile, Hacks says, I still have 6 blue lines. I can make this even with 1 more.
Let's see it happen. Or a lot of tech chasing. Does the up tilt, scoops him up, is able to follow. Still got it. Still got it.
How Hacks is afraid to go to the ledge there. After all these times that Leffen has had his number there, he goes upwards.
Taking away an option. And before you know it, you're just making choices based on your opponent's choices.
Right.
And that spells your doom. Ooh. Does that flip kick. Catches Hacks right at him midair. Now it's 3 stocks to 1.
Yep, using the up smash as an anti-air.
We're going to need to see some of these quick kills. But Leffen is such a low percent. Or not that low, but low enough where it's not an instant. He's able to come back, come high. He may get punished, but not killed. Bold. That was bold, sir.
That was quick.
Right, we're going to see Game 5 once again.
You know, these two have definitely both have high hopes. They both want to make it out. Crowd is screaming Falcon, but we all know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Not this man.
The W is too important. Pride aside, let me get the W. So
he knows he can do it. He's got another choice for a stage.
Where would you go?
If I were Hacks, back to Battlefield, I go wherever I'm most comfortable. That's what I would do.
When the pressure's on, go home.
Because it's a ditto. I know that I can win it. Just keep my comfort zone up.
And now we're starting already to see a bit of that angry, aggressive Hacks come out, which I don't know how this is going to pair with Leffen going.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out. I'd be especially interested to watch them play ledge games with each other. As far as guessing to jump on there, hogging it, high, low, shines. That's what's going to make the game. All right. Yeet. Okay, all right. Hacks going low. Able to sweet spot the jump, the ledge with the jump there. Very nice. Doing some dash dance action, short hop.
Falling up there.
Yeah, that was nice. That was real nice.
Barely misspaced by a couple of pixels.
Okay, Hacks coming out strong on this one. Not getting the proper follow-up there, but he's still in control. Only so much was lost. All right, both players reset. Leffen throwing some lasers out, none of them hitting. Hacks with a chance to do some damage. Leffen able to get away.
Good use of the tumble there to get off that platform out of danger.
Yeah, that was excellent. All right, I like it.
Closes out the stock.
Hacks taking first blood, 4 stock to 3.
Now, one thing that I know that Leffen is definitely aware of is when Hacks on the ledge, he likes doing that hack stash, like you said, into a neutral air. Leffen does the same thing, only does it with an up smash. So they're both going to be aware and cognizant of those options.
It's true, but if you miss that, you can self-destruct. And especially for one of these players who's made a few mistakes, maybe you don't want to take risks like that. Maybe you keep it solid. Maybe your mind games are enough to win this battle without the advanced tech.
And maybe just your opponent is definitely aware of that option. They know it's your bread and butter. Not going to it might just be more advantageous than going to it.
That's true. What I'm seeing now is Leffen playing with confidence. And I don't know where he pulled it from, but boy, has he got it. He walks right up to Hacks. Stands right in front of him, waits for the movement. He's looking solid. Hacks looking fluid. He's moving a lot. Again, I like his aerial movement, staying in the air a lot more than we normally see a Fox. Great reaction time. And I think that is the Falcon training of having to react quickly and get those grabs.
Meanwhile, do you see Leffen, when Hacks doing that pressure string, angling his shield upward?
Speaking of advanced tactics. All right, the player, the New York player playing the Swedish player. I love the international rivalries, I do. And it is intense right here.
Pressure is certainly on right now.
The pressure is serious. The shield pressure. That,
like you were saying before.
Just like that. Now, he had the stock to lose. It could have been worse. Could have been worse for the psyche. And now he's still got the pressure.
Right. Tons of positional advantage and back on a lot of percent with that quick string. So actually, that SD, if he can close the stock, it may have worked in his favor.
Yeah, isn't that funny? He came down so hard. I was thinking that too.
But
First time I've ever thought that.
His punish game from Leffen is phenomenal.
This time is the catch on the Torb B. Players trade. Looking like Dragon Ball Z for a second. Okay, opportunity. Leffen not able to convert on those Torb Bs.
And Leffen tried to go for that waveland on up smash. Hacks somehow was able to beat it out with the back air.
2 stock to 1. It's go time.
These are the stocks that
Two
make
games
or
each for
break
each
players.
Last stock, 5th game. Crowd's getting into it. Come on, crowd! Players in the middle of the stage. Those hexagons.
And Hacks must be wary. You know, his aggression can be his downfall at times.
Well, look at them using the platforms. They're being smart. The pressure. The pressure. The down air or the rising down air on his shield. Neither player off the stage yet. That's the first thing we're going to look for. Who gets hot off the stage first?
And they're both fighting for that center stage position.
They are. They want the center stage so badly. First person to be off stage. Not able to capitalize. Back to the center. Damage. Woo. Okay. Hacks with a chance. Put some pressure on, do the chasing. He still got the momentum, still got it. Whoa. And the shot's gonna do it!
Down to the very last moment.
A close match. Congratulations to VGBC Hacks. All that hard work paid off, my friend.
You know, everyone, like we said, has been waiting for this one for years, and the second chapter has been written the first time in tournament.
It was as epic as I hoped it would be. It was huge.
You know, Hacks,
sweating.
He was able to pull it together at the end. You know, he dropped a couple opportunities, but sometimes it's about the opportunities your opponent gives to you.
It's true. That was a long battle. Woo, I need a drink. All right, guys. Commercial. Stay tuned. Lots more great matches.